Good Doctors of Abbott Research. As always, I am Dr. Erin.
I am Dr. Kristen.
You're all very welcome to our Good Doctors Diagnose for this Monday, December 9th. It's December.
We still don't know how it happened.
I don't know how this year keeps barreling towards the end.
Inevitable conclusion. Time is a social construct.
But here we are.
Yeah.
And because it's December, you'll have noticed in our GDD from last week, I was talking about holiday practices with introverts and planning holiday parties. We're doing a lot of holiday themed and or end of year themed Good Doctors Diagnose because it's a great time for us to have a quick chat about what's going on in our offices, especially different at this time of year than throughout the rest of the year. So today we want to spend a few minutes talking about how we manage our emotions and the emotions of others during this holiday season. It's a huge component of emotional intelligence, which we spend a lot of time speaking to clients about here at Abbey Research. So we're just going to talk about the holiday season and how we can all just do our best.
So a couple things. Everyone's exhausted.
Everyone's super stressed.
If you are somebody who is very close with your family, there's probably a lot of stress around getting appropriate gifts and making sure you see everyone.
Spending time with people, yes.
If you are somebody who does not get along with your family, there is the anxiety about seeing said family. If you are somebody who is going through a grieving process, there is the grief around that. And all of those emotions are happening all the time, even if you're sitting in a year-end budget meeting.
Yes.
So what we would really encourage everyone to do is, in as much bandwidth as you have, to be gracious.
Yes.
We would just, along the line, encourage you to remember that not everybody celebrates your holiday. Mm-hmm. Remember that people not celebrating your holiday is not an attack on your holiday, but is instead just that America is a vast and diverse place.
Yes.
Remember that your traditions are your traditions. They are not law.
And just be considerate and thoughtful when you're talking about your experiences with whatever holiday tradition you have or upcoming events that do or do not involve family. Understanding that everybody has complicated relationships with the people they are related to or in family relationships with. So again, along the same lines as not presuming that everyone celebrates your holiday, not presuming that everybody sees their family around the holidays. And be considerate that potentially people lost loved ones around the holidays, or that this might be their first holiday without that loved one around. So yeah, give some grace to yourself and to others. Try and practice patience as much as possible, particularly just out and about in the world, but especially in your office. And remember that, as Kristen said, we're all tired. We're all waiting for the break that sometimes that can come around the holidays. But sometimes some of your employees might not get a break, and be aware of that as well. If they have another job or if they're caring for elderly or young people, there's a lot of demands that are placed on people throughout the year, but it's dark and the holiday season can be full of terrors for some people to make Game of Thrones reference.
So a couple quick tips on ways that you can also be proactive about creating emotional space for other people if you are somebody who wants to do that. The first is, if you are in a university town, get in touch with the International Student Office at your university and ask if they've got any students that need a home for the holidays. A lot of international kids can't afford to fly home to wherever home is. International staff can't afford to fly home to wherever it is, and they've usually got a list of people who would love to spend Christmas Eve. They're only at Christmas Eve in America with you, and perhaps it would be really fun to have somebody from Angola around the table who can tell you what's going on. Another would be to find some spaces. If you are in an office that is particularly charitably inclined, collecting gift cards for older children in social services situations, that often everybody buys gifts for little kids and people always forget about teenagers. So have a gift card drive for places like Amazon and Target and Bed Bath & Beyond, so that older children can participate in the cultural expectation of gift giving as well. Have a cultural holiday exchange. I'll talk about a little bit this more in my GDD that's coming up. up about the importance of educating each other on holidays we may not be aware of. For instance, do you know that the 21st is winter solstice and that that's a very important date for a whole lot of people? Even more important for many people than December 25th is. And so what does that look like? How do they celebrate? What does it mean? Do you even know what Kwanzaa is? These are all important questions. Be a great time of the year to ask.
So those are tips and tricks for managing emotions, both yours and others, during this headlong rush into the end of the year. And that's everything for our Good Doctors Diagnose for this Monday. Everybody have a great few days, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.